car shop owner this evening is apologizing after one of his employees' comments about Juneteenth has sparked backlash. The incident was also caught on camera. It led to one customer walking out and demanding her car back. WRAL's Flynn Snyder talked with the shop owner about what happened.
It started Wednesday when a customer in the waiting area at Synergy Auto Care asks,
"Why are the banks closed tomorrow?"
An employee behind the desk replies,
"Juneteenth. New holiday they did 2 years ago."
Leading to this comment from the customer.
Okie dokie then.
That's when another employee says,
I know, right?
Immediately, a black woman sitting in the waiting area starts to walk out, appearing upset over the exchange.
Pull my truck around, please. Pull my truck around and give me my keys to my truck.
Seconds after the customer leaves, a third customer in the waiting area asks,
What is Juneteenth?
Exactly. Nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations.
Once word spread about the incident, the shop's owner, Josh Doherty, posted the footage online to explain what happened. He quickly removed the post and his business's Facebook page after receiving fierce backlash. What did your staff member mean by "I know right" in response to that customer?
She was thinking the holiday had a whole nother meaning. She was believing it had to do something with the school letting out teenagers, where the teeth came from it.
WRAL made several attempts to contact the woman seen walking out in the video, which has now been shared widely on social media. Her relatives told us she was unavailable for an interview. Several accounts have voiced support for the woman. "Thank you for standing up for us at that shop, love," said one commenter. "You did the right thing," said another. The shop owner says he's since taken steps to educate the employee and the rest of his staff about Juneteenth, a holiday which became a federal observance in June 2021, commemorating the end of slavery in the U.S.
She doesn't really have a platform to say how much she apologizes for it and she wishes it never happened, but she tells me every day that, she wishes it didn't go down that way and she didn't know and she wishes she would have known what she knew now.
Doherty says he has reached out to the woman in the video to apologize.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So, I've come across so many videos, but this one is just, fulfilling to watch. And this is about this company called Synergy Auto Care. And this woman had taken her truck there. She's a black woman, and it was on Juneteenth. And they started talking about Juneteenth and showing how ignorant they were, and they were saying like this is the new holiday that just got introduced in Georgia. It's so crazy, guys, that the same people that are always so racist don't even understand the history, because if they've been listening very well to what was happening, they would have realized or known that Juneteenth has been a federal holiday since 2021. And this woman just walked out of their shop and, she just told them to pull back her truck and she was not going to get their services. And they decided to come and show the CCTV footage, thinking that people are gonna, support them, because this woman told them that she was gonna do a video and tell people that they're actually racist. And for them to defend themselves, they decided to pull the same CCTV footage, which just really shows their ignorance. And they moved from 5-star to 1-star. And the comments section on their Google reviews, like the reviews, it's just wild, guys. And Black Americans are tired of people just tossing them, people just being racist towards them. And these have shown from companies like Amazon, Target. You've seen them boycotting, and these companies are feeling the heat. And now this is the new company in the F Around and Find Out season, and it's so crazy, guys, but they are getting what they deserve. So I want us to watch these videos together. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Gracie D. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel, give this video a like, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
And happy Juneteenth to everyone, but especially to my black queen who was in the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. And when them Pimple Plus people started disrespecting Juneteenth in the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina, she got up, asked for her keys, told them to pull her truck around, and left the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. Her response was 10 out of 10, and that's how we all need to be responding. We're not going back and forth. We're not doing all that talking. We're simply taking our time, our energy, and especially our money and going somewhere else. It is 2025. The ignorance and the disrespect is a choice. They don't know about Juneteenth because they don't care enough to educate themselves about Juneteenth. And if they don't care, we need to make sure their pockets are as empty as J-Lo's were when she tried to go on a concert tour. And I don't want to see them post any fake ass apology either, because the fact that even after she walked out, they weren't like, maybe we should educate ourselves on what Juneteenth is, but instead uploaded that video themselves. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. Is this level of stupidity something that you've worked on for a while, or are you a natural born talent? Like, what's going on? Moving forward, when businesses show their racism, the only correct answer is the target treatment. When they show you they don't care, take your time, energy, and money elsewhere. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
Synergy Auto Care wanted to disrespect a black woman on Juneteenth, and now they're getting dragged through the mud on Google reviews. You know I had to jump in there and get a piece of that. They really dropped the video thinking it's gonna make their case look better, but it made it look even worse. At the end of the day, this all comes down to accountability. Do you think this was a mistake, or are we gonna make an example out of Synergy Auto Care in North Carolina?
Who said that the revolution isn't being televised? I disagree. Because I generally believe that black women are literally the main girl energy in every movement. Because to that black woman who decided to get up and walk out of Synergy because they disrespected Juneteenth in front of her, and she basically showed the power in our dollars. Do you know that black people spend $1.7 trillion? Yes, that's with a T. And she exercised that. Not only did she exercise her right as a consumer to walk away from an establishment who don't have respect for who she is as a person, she also sets the standards on how Juneteenth will be seen moving forward. That business has now, their reviews are at 1.7. Literally, they had to take their phones off the hook. And today, a white creator showed that they don't have customers, not even white customers, because they underestimated the audaciousness in their behavior. And that is televised by a black woman.
Okay, let me try to get this out. I've tried to do this video like 3 times, and give me a sec. There's this white lady on this app named Amy, and I'm only saying white lady for context of this video. She posted a video where she was talking to other white people, and she was saying it is not black people's responsibility to educate you on things that you should already know, and if you don't consider yourself a racist, things that you should have already looked up. And as a black person, we naturally get in arms when white people try to explain our history, because a lot of times y'all get it wrong. She nailed it, and tears were just flowing down my face. Y'all will never understand how painful it is to watch people sweep our history under the rug. Even my very existence is rooted in pain. Do you see my skin color? Where you think it came from? But look at me now. I'm a successful business owner. I am my great-great-great-grandparents' dream. But their lives are diminished because people won't do their research and even attempt to feel what we feel. So Amy, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing your research and at least attempting to make our holiday more knowledgeable to people who wouldn't have otherwise looked it up without you.
Baby, don't play with black people. They got this motherfucker down to 1.1 stars, bitch. If y'all don't know what I'm motherfucking talking about, you haven't seen the video of that black woman who walked out after the Juneteenth disrespect at the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. In the comments, I'm talking about, I've been reading reviews all morning. It's 11,000 reviews of this motherfucker, okay? Very nasty as rule. How to shut this place down. Racist and all. Happy Juneteenth. Racist and careless. Horrible staff. Specifically alert. Does it require staff to have high school diploma or equivalency based on not knowing the difference between reparations versus African Americans being freed from slavery? Horrible, disrespectful, and disgusting. I would never come back. And the work done is horrific. Waste of money. Absolutely terrible service. Took my vehicle in for a simple oil change, and they either didn't add oil in it or did it incorrectly. My engine seized shortly after. Now I'm facing a massive repair bill. Completely unacceptable, irresponsible. Avoid this place at all costs. Happy Juneteenth. Wouldn't recommend. Racist, complete lack of competence, and zero respect for consumers who have paid them for their mediocre service. If I could give a negative dime stars, and baby, I'm here to tell you, the reviews go on and on and on and on and on and on. And what Pastor Badu say, it go on and on and on and on. Yeah, it's like 11,000 reviews. Did somebody drop this in a review?
I am real proud and pleased that someone shot a video at that Synergy car care in Wilson, North Carolina. No traffic, no customers. You fucked around and found out by treating that sister, part of that Juneteenth holiday, that's a federal holiday, like she was an indentured servant. You don't mess with black people, Synergy car care. No way possible. And it's not up to me, the people in the black community, the Latinos and Hispanics, to teach white people what that June 16th, 1865 date means. They made it a federal holiday because this year will be 160 years since slavery was abolished. Oh, they had to do the amendment to the Constitution, but that was a starting point. And you get flunkies like Max Robinson, the brother who ran for governor in North Carolina, and Josh Stein beat him like a bad damn penny. Beat him. He's making all these, why he doesn't support the holiday and this and that. That's a proud holiday. Like Martin Luther King's Day is a proud holiday. It should be respected. And that sister, I'm ultimately proud of you. After that incident that happened inside that waiting area, and you were the only black person in there, you got real bold and said, come give me my fucking keys. I'm out of here. Don't change my oil. And left there with her head raised. That's what has to happen. And Synergy Car Care and other independent shops that are like that treat blacks, African Americans, and even Hispanics that way, you're going to lose business. We did it to Target. We could do it to Synergy Car Care in Wilson, North Carolina. If you like this video, click on the heart button and follow me. And for others, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. And finally, Dios te bendiga. May God bless you and keep you all. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
The way that woman acted in that security camera footage of that automotive shop lobby, the way she acted needs to be standard. That is the gold standard of reactions. As soon as those people mentioned Juneteenth and she felt the vibe, she knew. She said, hold on. Let me get myself up out of here. You guys already have a vibe I'm not rocking with, so let me leave so you can sit in the comfortability of what you're talking about, because I'm not comfortable with it. And she got up, grabbed her stuff, and she left. Didn't cause a scene, didn't make a big hoopla about it. She just said, let me get out of here. Give me my stuff. I'm leaving. And the way that those people in the video started talking about Juneteenth after she left is exactly why she left. And I am so proud of her for that. That was the perfect response. Gold standard response. So save your time, save your breath, and save your money, and just exit these situations, because these type of people have proven time and time and time and time and time again that they are not willing to understand anything outside of themselves. So save your time, save your breath, and save your money. Happy Juneteenth.
That lady in North Carolina is the level of restraint that I have these days and I'm trying to maintain. It made me think of earlier this year, back in February, I had went into a home goods store looking for countertops for my kitchen. And the guys that were working, they were clearly Taco Man supporters. They were talking politics. The shit that they were talking, they were not making sense. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And not once did they greet us. Not once did they offer to help us at all. And we just continued to look. I was like, you know what? Like, I've been in situations where I'm deep in my conversation at work and like, but like I at least acknowledge the people when they would walk in. And they did not help us. And then after, browsing and everything, finding the material that I wanted, which was going to be several $1,000s. A melanin redacted guy walked in and they're, "Hi, how are you?" Offering all types of help. And immediately I was like, it's time to get the fuck out of here. I gotta go. Like, I have to go. I'm not explaining shit. I'm about to leave. And that's exactly what I did. And as as we were leaving, he's like, "Oh, have a good day," or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just like, bitch, fuck you. And I left a review. And then, of course, they want to respond to my review saying like, "Oh, reach out to us, email us." No, that's not what we want. That's not the type of... And it's like, no. And then after searching their reviews, they had other situations where people basically experience discrimination. And it's like, how many times does shit like this have to happen for businesses to realize that these are not the times, especially in the digital age, these are not the times to be discriminating? Like, bitch, your business can literally go under in less than a month or whatever from, word getting out that this is the type of games that y'all like to play. So I'm so proud of seeing that lady just walk the fuck out. No explanation. Bitch, y'all got me fucked up. Bring my truck around the back, around the front and we're done. Because a lot of times in situations like that, they be looking to get a fucking reaction out of you. And it's like, no, bitch, you're not going to get no reaction out of me at all. Also, it worked out that they did that fuck shit in that store because something came up with the house and I had to put that project on hold. So, I just been trusting in divine timing and it all worked out.
The whole Synergy Auto Care thing has made me believe that white people think of racism as being something else. I think white people think that being racist is being purposefully hateful towards other people. I don't think that they think that whenever they sort of have the attitude of oh my god, or just completely very dismissive kind of attitude towards other people and their cause and stuff like that, I don't think that they think that that's racist. For a lot of white people, they believe that being white is the norm. Right? They believe that being white is the human race and that everyone else is sort of a deviation from that. And this comes directly from the book White Fragility. And so because of them, a lot of them have sort of internalized this attitude of they're superior, right? And I don't think that they see that attitude of oh, I'm the human race or whatever. I don't think they know that that's racist.
What I finally learned this 2024 is that so many companies are finally coming out and showing people who they really are and what they really do stand for. And it's crazy that over and over the years, Black people have been celebrating holidays. Now that Juneteenth was made a federal holiday on 2021, a company like this, they probably know what Juneteenth is, but they were trying to mock that Black woman and see if she'll take the disrespect. And the reason as to why we are seeing so many doing these, trying to disrespect Black Americans, is because they feel like they've been given the power by the new administration or the authority to be who they are. They've always been. So many of them have been hiding themselves. They've been hiding their racism. But now we've seen so many of them come up and showing people who they really are. And, Black Americans have been trying to tell these people that we are tired of this. We are not going to take the disrespect anymore. And now it's making them angry, Now, I don't know what this company was expecting. I don't know if they were expecting people will come and support them and say, you guys were on the right. I mean, there is no way I'm going to be sitting there and going to be talking very ill or disrespecting my community while I'm sitting there. That just shows you how racist you are. It's crazy that you're racist, but you still want Black people's money. Because, I mean, if you know that you didn't want to serve Black people, if you know that you don't like Black people, just put it out there. Put it on your website that we don't like Black people here. We don't want to give services to Black people. Instead of Black people coming to your store or your shop or the place of your service and then end up disrespecting the community, end up talking ill of the Black community while one of their own is just seated right there. It's so sad that we're seeing so many people that are very ignorant. But anyway, it's also good that people are actually getting to finally learn of people who to mess up with and people not to mess up with, because now Synergy Auto Care Company is a company that Black Americans will not be messing with it. Not only Black Americans, even those people that don't support this kind of behavior, you know. And this is why you're seeing they moved from, I think, 4, 5 stars to 1 star, and the reviews, people reviewing them. It's sad because one single mistake is gonna mess up your whole company. Look at what happens to a company like Target. They roll back on DEI because most thought that DEI was only meant for Black Americans, and it meant Black people getting hired with no qualifications. And so many Caucasian people were so happy when, you know, the administration said that we are going to do away with DEI because we don't see the reason as to why people should be employed because of their skin color and not their qualifications. And it's crazy that the ignorant people, and so sad seeing these levels of stupidity in the United States of America, that people actually went on ahead and believed that DEI meant hiring people because of their color and not their skin. It's so sad. And now seeing such videos, people creating videos, even people saying that Juneteenth should not be a holiday because they already have July 4th as the national holiday. People are angry about this because Black Americans have a holiday that they can celebrate. Some of you don't even understand what Juneteenth is, but you're still angry that Black Americans have these and it's a federal holiday, and this makes you angry. And the fact that they're celebrating their freedom makes you angry because you're like, we have June 4th where all Americans citizens got their freedom, and this is the only national holiday freedom that we should be having. It's sad because we are seeing so many people coming out very ignorant, and we get to ask ourselves out here, like, what is the school education system like in the United States of America? And the reason as to why I'm saying this, I've seen so many people from other parts of the world wanting to go and study in America, you know, do their studies in America. But with the videos that I've been seeing lately on how ignorant people are, I keep on asking myself the same question, like, what is it about the American education that people want so much to go and study there, while we're seeing their people don't even fully understand their own history, you know? Because you cannot tell me that you're just sitting there watching a live television and asking what is Juneteenth and start laughing about it. It's the new holiday that just got introduced in Georgia. It's something that has to do with the reparations and all that. You see, like, even you watching this video, like, I'm sure that these people, after they sat down and faced this backlash, and after them watching the video, they finally came to realize it were actually not making sense. Because in as much as they will not agree, they will not come out here and agree, in as much as they will not agree among themselves, I know each one of them that was actually there at that specific time that they were talking about this and this CCTV footage they released, I'm sure each one of them, after sitting by themselves, and, you know, of course, we all have conscience, you're gonna sit and ask yourself, like, was what I did right? Even if you don't want to admit in front of people, still within you, you'll still admit it. And I'm sure within them, they sat down and they were just thinking, oh, like, what were we really saying? And now they're regretting it. And one thing about words and one thing about talking, it's rather you keep quiet about something, because one thing, you can never take back your words. And this is now this company facing whatever they are facing, because they effed around and now they're finding out. And I think this is one of the best F around and find out I've seen, because you're not gonna disrespect people. Like, this woman didn't even want to spend any of her money at a shop anymore, as it should be. Like, why would I spend my money in a place that I'm not respected, in a place that they don't like me? Because this is clearly that they don't like Black people. And this is why I said, if you know you're offering certain services as a Caucasian people and you don't want to serve a certain demographic of people, then just say it on your website, just say it outside your door. Like, it's just that simple. Because you can not tell me that you hate me, but you want me to come and spend my money on you. You hate me, but you still want my money. It does not make sense, guys. But anyway, they are finally facing what they deserve. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part, and until the next episode, bye.